Frugality isn't just how you can get to early retirement. It's also how you can stay retired. Hey, if you're new here, my name is Mike, and I retired at age 41. If you're interested in hearing about early retirement from someone who's done it and is passionate about personal finance, please consider giving a like and subscribe. I appreciate it, and it helps the channel out. So this past weekend, a very tall neighbor's tree, the tree was tall, not the neighbor, it blew over with all the wind. And because of the direction it fell, 95% of it landed in our yard. Keep in mind, we love to have fires in the backyard. You know, the kind where you just sit around at night making s'mores and whatnot. We end up going through a lot of wood. So we texted the neighbor a picture of the felled tree and asked if we could keep it if we cleaned it up. They said, sure, go for it. I have a lopper, you know, the tool that can cut off any branch that's smaller than 1.5 inches. It's great to have, and it helped clean up everything but the big stuff. The rest, the stuff that was bigger than 1.5 inches, would need to be sawed. I have a handsaw, but I'm also 48 years young, and I'm not quite the lumberjack I used to be. We don't have a chainsaw. A quick search online yielded the perfect saw. The battery-run 16-inch saw from Eagle Plus. I have several of their batteries for other things and thought a little chainsaw would be a perfect addition to my growing collection of Eagle Plus products. I'll have to do a video another time on that product line, but suffice it to say, they are the Tesla of battery-operated landscaping and yard tools. I had spending approval from the Office of Budget Management, my wife, and I was this close to going out to the nearest True Value store and to get the chainsaw, when my frugal voice in my head piped up. Ask around. Surely between friends and neighbors, someone owns a chainsaw that could be borrowed. I was excited. I was all excited to get a new tool, but bam! The frugal voice had to butt in. Fine, I'll ask around. The very first neighbor I asked said he had one. 3, actually, and I could borrow whatever I needed. He had one that was battery operated, one that used an extension cord, and one big-time saw that was gas-powered. As a side note, I'm noticing that the older I get, and my neighbors get, more and more battery-operated tools end up coming home with us. He said the nice big gas one was a pain to start because of the pull chain. And if he didn't like it, starting it, I knew I wouldn't either. For my needs, the 2 smaller electric ones would do, so I just borrowed them both. As a thank you, I asked him if he wanted any wood for his fires, and he said, nope, he already had enough. I was going to give him half of it, but this works too. The battery-powered saw was quiet, and it worked like a champ. The only problem is that little 2.5 amp-hour battery ran out of juice, with only 3 cuts to go. Okay, no problem. Found a bunch of extension cords, and daisy-chained them together, and finished the job with the corded electric saw. It was also quiet compared to a noisy gas one. Both of these things were awesome to use. Made me realize that unless I'm going out to play Paul Bunyan with some redwoods, gas chainsaws aren't really needed. Smaller, quieter electric battery chainsaws are all 99% of us probably really need. Anyways, 30 minutes later, and I have several nights of wood ready to burn. The backyard is back to normal. The neighbors whose tree it was, they're happy because their mess is gone for free. And my other neighbor was happy to loan me the saws. And I didn't spend $200 on a chainsaw. That's a win, 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 win in my book. Here's another thing. Now, if you're a big nerd like me, you'll know that a $200 chainsaw costs more than $200. How so, you might ask? Well, with the sales tax in my state, now it's $210. But how much would you have to earn before taxes to have $210 in actual folding money? Depends on your state and federal income bracket and tax brackets, but now it's well over $250. Think about that next time you're about to do some discretional spending. That's a bonus tip for you. The real cost is always more than what the receipt shows. Anyways, frugality. It's good to remember to dance with the one that brought you. If frugality helped get you into early retirement, try and stay frugal and you'll enjoy retirement even more. That's it for today. What are your thoughts on frugality? I'm sure you have some. What's been your best money-saving hack? Please let us know down below in the comments. Thank you for your time. Take care, and remember, do your best and forget the rest. Peace!